Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Drunken Hubby. I'd like to invite you to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon so you can turn on notifications. That way you'll know when I drop another video, which is usually every week. Also, while you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you think I'm doing a good job and you think more people should watch these videos. And if you wouldn't mind, why don't you share it so other people can see. Alright, hey, be nice. With that out of the way, let's get into this week's video. So, I got... This is not for you. Red's Wicked Apple. This is 8% alcohol by volume. So this is a strong alcoholic beverage, and not strong compared to liquor, of course. But I'm going to review this for y'all today. Get out of that. No, not for you. Not for doggos. Alright, pour it in the glass. Oh, it's a nice color. It smells good. Come on out here, please. Doesn't that look good? It smells good. You can smell the apple. Still a little chilly from the store. That's good. It's got a nice little crisp apple taste. Not like the oversweetened apple juice kind of thing, but an actual crisp apple with almost like a little bit of tart like you would get in a green apple. I really like that. It's kind of refreshing. That's pretty damn good. I really like these. Excuse me. They have other flavors. They just haven't been stocked today. Red's Wicked Mango and Red's Wicked I think it was Blackberry or Black Cherry. Black Cherry is what it was. Which are pretty good. So I am trying an experiment with one of these. I am soaking a piece of beef in it, along with some seasonings, of course. But I read somewhere, you know, other people are use all these crazy things and they're soaking their meats in before they cook them. So I am going to try an apple beer soak with some steak seasoning, a couple other things, to see how that comes out. So we're gonna do another twofer. I got this. This is some Black Velvet imported Canadian whiskey. This is Canadian blended whiskey. So in full transparency, this is already cracked open because there's a second piece of meat that I'm trying a different concoction with to soak them. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Come out here, please. Come on, Stanley. Come on, Carapy. Get out here. Come on. Carapy. Thank you. No, come out here. Come out here. Thank you. They're interested in the meat. Don't worry, I got it where they can't get it. Hey. Oh yeah, now you come running. So they wouldn't feel jealous, I got them some jerky bites. I forgot to do the nose. I'll do it in the glass. No, because I got the apple, so it's not going to be a... No! I can't get much of a smell out of it. Pour them, pop this thing out. Hey, you stop. Be nice. Okay, there we go. It smells like whiskey. This was, I guess, bottom middle shelf kind of thing. This cost $20 for this particular bottle. So I'm guessing this is going to be kind of like one of the average ones where you Carapy, get in it. Hey. Carapy, get out here. There ain't nothing back there for you. Alright. Okay, it's more on the sour side. It's smooth going in, but as it starts going down, it burns. Carapy, come on, come here. Carapy, get out here now. Come here. Excuse me, she's being bad. Not you, man. You better get out here. Come on now, stop being bad. Ooh, excuse me. It's not too bad, you know, it is what it is, it's a whiskey. No, stay out here. So, let's try it mixed. So first, we'll try it. There's some Coke. Vanilla Coke. I haven't had one of these in a long time. I thought they had canceled them. Get out here! Excuse me all, 1 second. Oh. Carrot, out! There ain't nothing in there for you. Get out here. Better be good. You ain't getting no more treats. I mean, eat all this jerky by myself. Me, Stanley, and Daisy gonna eat it. You ain't gonna get none. Oh. Oh. Alright. Alright, so let's give this a taste. Okay. So I'm getting a bit of the molassesy taste in the Coke, and it's bringing out some of the more, I guess you would call it a smoky taste in the whiskey. Flavors do blend well, and then that vanilla kind of gives it that extra kind of, just a little bit extra sweet, not too much, not overpowering. Kind of comes in on the back end. Alright, y'all are starting to upset me. Get out here. Get out. Stay out here. Oh. Want one of these? Huh? Stanley. There we go. Daisy. Me. These are pretty good. These are tender bits, teriyaki and beef. It's not bad. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Oh, now I got your attention, huh? I love my fur babies. The search is still ongoing, finding them a good home. So I have people responding to an ad I posted, but when I respond back to them, I'm not getting a response back afterwards. There's no follow through. So it's starting to look more and more and more like I'm gonna have to take them to the local no-kill shelter. As a last resort, so I do really want to find them a good home that's gonna, you know, smother them with love and care. They deserve it. They're sweet babies. Okay, I like that. Now, one of the things I see a lot of people posting about when you want to mix a whiskey, they're saying to use a ginger ale. So we're going to try one of those. We'll see which one I like more. For this one, I'm using the Schweppes ginger ale. Mind you, by the way, disclaimer, none of these brands are sponsors as of the time of the recording of this video, okay? I do not claim sponsorship for any of these products. Now, should any of these products see my videos and want to sponsor? Okay. Of course, I highly doubt it, since my viewership is still really small at the moment. But that is subject to change. You understand. Okay, so let's try the ginger. I've never had Schweppes. I've had Seagram's, and I've had Canada Dry. Let me taste it by itself first. Get out of it. It's okay. It's your run-of-the-mill ginger ale. Oh, speaking of ginger ale, the ginger ale up in Michigan, I forget the name of it already. There's this brand of ginger ale up there. The ginger is so strong with the ginger ale, and it makes you burp so big. Alright, so that's what y'all were doing. Excuse me. You were digging in the trash. Bad. No, no, no. Bad, bad, bad. I love you too. Alright. Oh, alright. Get out of here, Stanley. He's not listening. Watch this, watch this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Every time they hear a bag, they come running. But yeah, the ginger ale up there is so strong, but it's so good. And I missed that. I want some more. Okay. Now, that's a unique flavor profile. It's not sweet, but it's not bitter. It's aromatic, maybe. Carapy, come on. Stay out here. Daisy. Nope. Excuse me. That is an interesting taste. I like it, but I honestly don't know if that would be my go-to pairing for this one. All right, come on now, come on, out of that trash. Come here. Come on, Carafee, let's go. Come on, get out of there. Nah, I'm just not feeling that one. It's not a bad combination. I mean, obviously, because there's a lot of people out there that like it. No, it doesn't float my boat. The whiskey, the flavor profile of whiskey, how do I put it? It's kind of on the sour side. Depending on what kind you get, sometimes it'll have a sweet side to it. Like for example, the rye whiskey, which I really enjoyed, the Wild Turkey 101, which they didn't have any. I thought about getting some of that. Kara P, come here. Oh, you're right here behind me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I love you too, boy. I love you too, Danny. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, okay. Alright, get down. Get down, boy. Good boy. Ah, good down. What was I saying? Yeah. Also, so I went in knowing that I wanted to do a whiskey, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do because I kind of bounced back and forth between the Irish, Scotch blended, and Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. But lately it seems like the price has gone up. So I remember when a fifth of Jack Daniels used to be around $17, $18. Now it's like, geez, it's almost $30 for a fifth of Jack Daniels. It's regular plain old Jack Daniels. Out here, come here. Come on, Carrot. You keep going in the trash. Get out here. Come on. Carrot B. Get your little butt out here. They always wait till they, even when I'm sleeping, as soon as they see I'm dozing off. As soon as they see I'm starting to doze off, they start running around trying to get in there. But I love them. I can't stay mad at them, especially when they sit there and they're wagging their big fluffy bushy tails and they're just looking right at you, going out. Yeah, just like what you're doing now. Yeah, Carapy. Yeah, I love you. I can't stay mad at you. I can't get mad at you. Why are you biting these things? Yeah, you all are my fur babies. I love my fur babies. Alright, so let's make this interesting. Just for the sake of amusement, right? Let's try an apple beer with some whiskey, huh? Oof, excuse me. Alright. It might have been a little too much whiskey there. That's a bit more than that's about 2 shots worth thing. Excuse me. Alright, let's pop that open, mix that. I'll let y'all watch. Oh yeah. Y'all like that, don't you? Yeah, y'all like that. Stop being weird, man! Yeah, I'm just messing. I'm in a weird mood. I like the color of that. Smell is unique. I guess like an apple bread kind of smell. Okay. It's not a bad combo. Oh, how do I describe that? It's like a sour apple, I guess, kind of thing. Like kind of like a sour apple, not cinnamon bun, and sour apple fritter. Or I guess some people call it an apple ugly. I never heard of that until I came down here to North Carolina, by the way. That's what it reminds me of, just without the raisins. Oof. Alright. Let me put that away. So for last Shabbat, Sabbath. Oh, excuse me, I have to blow my nose. Allergies. I tried my hand at making a steak for the first time in my whole life. And I didn't really know much about making any steaks. I didn't do the dry rub or letting it marinate or soak or any of that kind of stuff. I grabbed some Montreal steak seasoning and threw a little bit of butter in the pan and cooked it on medium high on each side for about 8 minutes or so. So it came out, you know, pink in the middle, medium rare. It was still juicy. It was alright. I liked it. Now, that was the first steak I ate since I was 13 or 14. I was a teenager. The last time I'd eaten steak in all my life. Unless you count like restaurant order out stuff that says it has steak in it, which I don't really count that because a lot of that's not even really steak, or it's poor cuts. No. I'm talking about an actual full-on steak. I treated myself to a T-bone steak last week. It was a $13 steak. Yes, I felt bad buying it because of my budget at the moment, but with everything that's been going on and all the stress that I've been going under, it occurred to me that I have not allowed myself to treat myself in over 20 years. I swear to God, that is really what it's been since I've actually treated myself to something. And I told my beloved Miami what I was going to do. It was like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is how much it costs. The only words out of her mouth was, "You deserve my love." That's what she calls me, her love, my love. No one else has ever called me that, by the way. Forgive me if I'm blushing, but no one's. She encouraged me to, you know, take a little time to treat myself here and there, because you know what, here and there, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and what I can do, then I do deserve it. So my topic for this week, everybody, is take some time to treat yourself. Yeah, the American society is all it's all centered around rush, 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 work, 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 and do this, do that, work, 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 be productive, work, work, work. And yes, so many people, they're putting so much of themselves into their work and providing for their loved ones, for their family, for their wife, their husband, their child, whoever it is in their life that you're providing for. American culture, the work culture, has gotten to the point where work consumes such a large part of a person's life. They don't treat themselves. So I feel like everybody, every now and then, should take an opportunity, treat themselves to something nice. If it's a steak meal, or maybe you've been looking at an outfit for a couple of months and you have a little bit extra, okay? Maybe you want to go on a little camping trip, or add a upgrade to your computer or to your vehicle. There's nothing wrong with occasionally treating yourself if your finances can handle it. Excuse me. Now, excuse me. I am not attempting in any way to be hypocritic. At the moment that I treated myself to that steak dinner, I happen to have been blessed with some decent finances. My DoorDash had been going particularly well, and I made a lot of deliveries and had to have some extra money. I happened to be able to afford it. So I treated myself, and it felt good. Aside from my beloved Emmy, she's the first person to treat me, but that's the first time I ever actually treated myself. You know, for the past 2 decades plus, I'd always been worried about taking care of those around me, and I still do. I still take care of my loved ones, but I happen to be in a situation where I had a little extra, and my beloved said I could treat myself, and I did, and it felt good. And so often people in America, even in the world today, they get so caught up in work and work and work and work and responsibility and all this that they forget to take the time and just give themselves some space to breathe and relax and enjoy something. And I recently found myself in that position. Yeah, I'm still getting ready to be evicted, and I still haven't found a place to go, but I'm not upset about it anymore, because I like camping. And a lot of people don't notice, but there are so many campsites around even just the state of North Carolina alone. You can camp for free, and I love camping. So even though I might not have a place to go per se, I have a tent, I have a air mattress, I have a car. You know, it can't be too hard. So I've decided, until I'm able to find a place I can afford to rent, if I can, I'm gonna camp. It'll be a extended camping, which it's not a bad idea. I mean, I kind of like the idea. Sure, I won't be able to sit in front of my computer 24/7, but that's okay. I can go fishing, hiking. I'm going to keep one of the fur babies with me, though I haven't decided which one yet. But I'm going to keep one of the fur babies with me until it's time for me to go home to my beloved Emmy. But camping, if done right, is a very small footprint. Financially, I'll be able to sock a good amount away to save towards getting home to Emmy. Come on now, get out of that trash! Come here! Oh. Y'all are being bad today. Just because I'm making a video doesn't mean y'all need to be bad. Anyway. My beloved, she's concerned. She wants me to be safe and she wants me to be healthy. I understand that. Well, right now, my situation as it is, I have an actual eviction on my file, on my records, a matter of public record. And Nobody wants to touch me because of that. They don't care that it's a retaliatory eviction. It's there, it's on the file. They don't want to touch me. I have been turned down so many times over the past several months. And it's enough to give, most people out of depression. And I'm not going to lie, fully transparent. Now, I'm dealing with a little depression, here and there. And I got to a pretty low point, as of late. Come on! Out! Get out of that trash! Come on! Why you wait till I make a video to be bad? Get out here! Therapy's being good this time. Anyway, I'm not gonna let this situation bring me down, because I have to look at it from a separate point of view. I have to look at it from the point of view that my Father Yahuwah, He's gonna bring me through some stuff. He's gonna test me. And if this is what I have to endure for a while, and so be it. I know that my life and my soul is in His hands, and I know that He's gonna provide for me no matter what. I know that I at least have some form of income for the time being, which is good. So while I wait for the settlement to land, yes, I did get the settlement, so I just have to wait for that. My beloved, my Emmy, she is already doing what she's got to do to make sure that I can come home and stay. God bless that woman's heart. She's amazing. Come on, out here! Let's go! Oh yeah, oh now you're running. Uh-huh. The phony. Even though I might be homeless and have no place to call my own at the moment, I'm still blessed. And I thank Father Yahuwah for all that I do have. I have a woman and children that love me for who I am. Even though I can't keep them for myself, I have little fur butts that love me. Even though sometimes they're bad. Yeah, I love you too. I love you too! I have a car that works. I have a tent. I have a basic income for the time being. So I'm not completely out in the streets, I guess. I'm mobile. I have something that resembles a roof. Just not a shower or a stove. But those can be fixed, I guess. But whew, sorry, I lost my thought. Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread, it went over smoothly. Well, no, there was an incident where someone treated me to some Bojangles, and I've forgotten that I was not supposed to be eating anything leavened, and I ate the biscuit, and I felt so bad. Yeah, I ate the biscuit, and then as soon as I realized, I stopped what I was doing, and I got on my knees and I asked for forgiveness. And, I prayed Father Yahuwah to forgive me for that. Other than that, everything went according to plan. I did learn something though. Beforehand, I thought that pasta and noodles and stuff like that were considered leavened because they come from a dough. But excuse me. Turns out that's not the case. Same for alcohol and vinegar. I learned that those are not considered leavened. Excuse me. So, hey, come here! Hey! Come here! Come on, Carapy! Oh, now you don't want to come running. They ignore me until I pull out the snacks. Isn't that funny? Here we go. Y'all be mad. No, I don't care. Y'all keep going back in that trash and keep telling me not to. I'm not going to reward that. I forgot what I was talking about. Here's an update. Because I'm involved with trying to start my SSDI, which will be required for me to be able to retire over in another country. The lawyer that's involved with it doesn't want me to leave High Point, so that's one of the reasons I have to kind of stay in the High Point area. So I have to camp out in North Carolina near High Point. That's alright. Another reason I'm still waiting for the settlement to come through. So with me keeping that in mind, excuse me, I was able to set up and start at what do you call it, P.O. Box. So I've got my own very first P.O. Box now. I've already filled out the change of address form, so I'm gonna go out to that. I started the I went to the City High Point and set up a service termination date as well. And according to them, for whatever reason, if I'm able to find another place I can go to, I can just start up services just like that, since I've been, you know, paying on time for what, since 2012. Yeah. So yeah, 10 years I've been paying on time. I haven't missed a payment with them. So according to the customer service lady, all I got to do is call in and say, hey, this is my new address, blah 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 blah, and I don't have to worry about no down payment or deposit or whatever you want to call it. Stanley, come here. Stanley. Oh, what are you doing over there? I thought you were in the kitchen. Okay, Daisy. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I just hope that whoever's watching this, I hope that you find it while you're being blessed. I hope that you're in good health, no matter what your situation is. Father Yehovah will bring you through it to the other side. And even though it might be an unpleasant situation or experience, there's something in it that you're supposed to learn. For me, I had to learn letting go and being humble. Yeah, I had an issue with being humble, and I had an issue with holding on to things. But I had recently come across that passage about Yahusha, Jesus Christ, and the rich man. The rich man, he came and asked him how to follow. Let me follow that up. Hold on. Because I want to read this right. Jesus and the rich man. Yeah, okay, I think this is it. And we are going to read the New King James Version. There we go. Alright. So this is Mark chapter 10 verses 17 through 31 in the New King James Version. 17. Now as he, Jesus, Yahusha, was going out on the road, one came running, knelt before him, and asked him, "Good teacher, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life?" So Jesus, Yahusha, said to him, "Why do you call me good? No one is good but one, that is God, Yahuwah. You know the commandments." See, there's another example right there of us being told to follow the commandments. Just saying. Do not commit adultery, do not murder, do not steal, do not bear false witness, do not defraud, honor your father and your mother. And he answered and said to him, the rich man said unto Yahusha, "Teacher, all things I have kept from my youth." Then Yahusha, Jesus, looking at him, loved him, and said to him, "One thing you lack. Go your way, sell whatever you have, and give to the poor. Then you will have treasure in heaven, and come, take up the cross, and follow me." We'll put a pin in that, and we'll come back to that. But he was sad at this word, and went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. So I want to point out, he is not only talking about being physically rich and having many possessions. He's also talking about what we think we know. Sell all of that. Learn new. Be able to be taught. Be available to be taught new things. It's especially true in this day and age when everyone is so stuck in what modern day churches have been being taught. They stop actually digging and looking for themselves. So they don't learn the actual truth. They're just being spoon-fed someone else's truth. Alright, carry on. Then Yahusha, Jesus, looked around and said to his disciples, "How hard is it for those who have riches to enter the kingdom of God, Yahuwah?" And the disciples were astonished at his words. But Jesus, Yahusha, answered again and said to them, "Children, how hard it is for those who trust in riches to enter the kingdom of Yahuwah, God. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of Yahuwah, God." Think about that. Even the eye of a needle is so small. And he said it's easier for a camel to go through that than it is for a rich man to rely on his riches to enter into the kingdom of God. Now pair that with what I just expressed about verse 21 and verse 22, where the man walked away sad. Think about how a lot of people, especially Christians, they're set like almost like cement in their thinking, in their ways, and what they're taught. That if you present to them any kind of other biblical evidence that is contrary to what they believe, you get the same kind of effect right here. And I feel like in my heart that is what this is referring to. That's what this is talking about. This isn't just talking about material wealth, material riches. It's talking about what we think we know, what we believe. Because the majority of what people believe isn't necessarily true. Remember, he laid out, like, even, what was it? Verse 18. When he said, know you the commandments, do not commit adultery, blah, 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 blah. Basically tell them, keep the commandments. How many people, modern day Christians, do that? There aren't a lot of those that do. And that's part of the problem, because modern day Christianity teaches, as long as you believe you're saved, you don't have to worry about keeping this and that and this and that as far as the commandments go. They teach in only 2 commandments, but they fail to show that those 2 commandments they say that you're supposed to follow, all the other the commandments hang from those 2. Love your father, love your neighbor. Okay, how do you love your father? God, Yahuwah. Keep the Sabbath. Don't do work on the Sabbath. What is the Sabbath? Well, even the Vatican, the Catholic Church, has admitted the true Sabbath is on Saturday, not Sunday. It talks about, do not take the Lord your God's name in vain. So don't say you're one of his children and then go and do everything else that you're not supposed to be doing. Okay. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all of your soul. When you do that, he says, if you love him, keep his commandments. What are his commandments? Well, you start with the 10 commandments. You see where that's going. There's so many ways that Heavenly Father Yahuwah and Master Yahushua Jesus Christ has shown the commandments still apply. They were not taken away. Going back, how do you love your neighbor? Don't lust after his wife. Don't lust after his dog. Don't lust after his house. Don't lust after his land. Lust, covet, they're almost the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Don't lie about your neighbor. And it's, neighbor does not mean the person that lives on either side of you. Neighbor means anybody who's around your vicinity that you have day-to-day contact with. Even people you only meet just in passing, those are your neighbors. Okay? So you have to treat the general public as your neighbors. The general public, how you treat them and interact with them on a day-to-day basis, even with your thought process, that determines whether or not you are following the commandments or not. Are you thinking in your heart that you hate a person? Well, according to Yahushua, you're committing murder. Watch this. You don't believe me? I'll show you. Hold on. Jesus said hate is murder. Here we go. Alright. Load. My computer's being slow. Just forgive me. No. There we go. New KGB. Okay. 1 John chapter 3 verse 15, New King James Version. That's just the particular version I prefer, but if you look up in any of the other versions, they say practically the same thing. Verse 15, whoever hates his brother is a murderer. Thou shalt not commit murder, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not hate his brother. Now, that doesn't mean literally your blood brother, your blood sister. If there is somebody you're actively hating, you're committing murder. Brother, sister, Jehovah's Witness, Catholic, Jew, Islam, Buddhist, whatever. If you're hating them, you're committing murder. This is Master Yahushua Jesus' words himself. Take it up with him. Whoever hates his brother is a murderer. and you know that no murderer has eternal life abiding in him. See? So we are not allowed to hate people at all for any reason. Hate is murder. Yes, there are going to be people that are going to annoy the crap out of you. I can speak from experience on that one. However, hey, be nice. Out. Get out here, Carefully. Daisy, you too. Get out. Thank you. We have to watch what enters into our hearts and our minds. Okay? Every thought that passes through our heart and mind, we have to hold captive against the Spirit and the Word. If it does not line up with the Spirit and the Word, remember, 2 witnesses, then we have to cast it out. I have been doing that lately. I've been practicing that, and my goodness, the thoughts, hey, the thoughts that I get inundated with are just ridiculous. I'm telling you. I'm just going to put it out there, you know, transparency. I'm not perfect. I have not been the best outstanding guy throughout my ages. There are plenty of sins I could regale you with. Plenty. Many, all actually, I am deeply ashamed of. But as I started, as I've been going on this journey, which mind you, I only started but a few years ago, around 2017. Full disclosure, yeah, around 2017 is when I started this journey, like full on trying to start it, to do it. And I've lost friends, I've lost family, but you know, even before that, you know, even during, but I've done things that I loathe myself for. I'm not going to put them out here on air. I've given them to Father Yahuwah and asked him for forgiveness for them. I've repented of them, and that's all I can do. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint. And I'm still going to struggle with certain things. Yeah, I mean, even with drinking. We're not supposed to be drunkards. I confess, there are times, even right now, I'm a drunkard right now. Am I supposed to be that way? No, I'm not. I make no intention of being a hypocrite with the things that I share. I share out of 99% entertainment value. You know, for y'all that watch, do y'all want to see me get drunk and talk out of my butt? But at the same time, I want to try my best to impart to you some grains of truth with your entertainment. And if even I can only reach one person with the truth, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's all that's all there is to it, really. I think I'm gonna end it here, everyone. Tonight it's Sabbath, it's getting dark, and I still need to cook dinner. I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and I hope wherever you are at life, spiritually, mentally, physically, just stop for a moment and ask Father Yahuwah for a little bit of guidance to guide your path, and just give him thanks for the blessings you do have. If you can walk, if you can breathe, if you have a job, if you have a roof, if you have a car, if you have clothes, whatever, you're blessed. more so than many others out here in the world. Don't be full of pride. Be humble. Thank Father Yahuwah. Don't be afraid or ashamed to fall flat on your face and pray and talk to Father Yahuwah. Even I sometimes struggle and forget that He is King. I'm not God, I'm not King, He is. It is not my will that be done but His. So there are times, even now, I'm being made to fall on my face. So be it. If Father Yahuwah needs me to be humble for something, then I will humbly do it. And that's how we all should be. And I will leave y'all with that. And I thank you for watching. And I pray that you are all blessed in Yahuwah and blessed through Yahusha. Amen. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.